How to eradicate corruption? One aspect of spirituality is that it keeps the emotions under control and brings peace of mind. To eradicate corruption, it requires individuals who are incorruptible, and undoubtedly, what produces such individuals is spirituality. There's a saying that violence begins from the mind. This is also true of corruption. Corruption begins from the mind. It can alter people's thinking. We can safely say that we have eradicated corruption by at least 50% if we can alter people's thinking. What best changes the heart and the mind is spirituality. It enlightens inner self. When an airplane takes off, it leaves behind everything and reaches a higher plane, at which point it's capable of flying towards its destination without any hurdles. A spiritual person takes the human to a higher plane where they go beyond negative influences. There are two aspects of spirituality. One is spirituality and the other is applied spirituality. Basically, spirituality is a non-materialistic approach to life's issues. There are two ways of thinking. One is based on materialistic interest and one that is based on non-materialistic interest. One who's spiritual gives more importance to non-material values, and their non-materialistic approach can eradicate corruption, since the root cause of corruption is within the materialistic approach. One aspect of applied spirituality is duty consciousness. A rights-conscious person can see only what's in their own interest, while a duty-conscious person looks at the well-being of others, and in doing so, can never stoop to corrupt practices. How to inculcate spirituality among people? Basically, it's a part of education, both formal and informal. Education means the training of the mind, with special emphasis on inculcating high values. To spread spiritual values in society, we need value-based education, especially during schooling, which is a preparatory period of life. And if we want to build a spiritual society, we must adopt a spiritually oriented form of education. One aspect of spirituality is that makes one evaluate actions in terms of results, a major factor in having sense of responsibility. One who's a spiritually developed person is able to see things in terms of value. He's able to differentiate between right and wrong. There's a saying, a wise human is one who knows the relative value of things. The spiritually developed person is a wise human, and a wise person is one, moreover, who has a predictable character. All these qualities stem from spiritual training. It is the responsibility of reformers, therefore, to train people to become duty conscious by enhancing their thinking capacity. For the duty conscious people can never involve themselves in such negative activity as corruption. One aspect of spirituality is that it keeps emotions under self-control and brings peace of mind. Spiritual education is an elevated form of learning, and spiritually developed people can control their emotions by applying powers of reasoning. The materialistic person is more concerned with material. Corruption is a phenomenon of the materialistic society. Spiritual people can build a non-corrupt society. Spirituality and corruption cannot go hand in hand. This is the only solution to the problem of corruption. This is the right beginning, and only the right beginning can make it possible to reach the desired goal.